Hello and welcome to What the Hey. Thank you for joining me to check out a video that someone suggested I react to, and that person was Sam Plays, so hello to you, and thank you once again for the request. And the actual content that I'm checking out is titled Goofs Found in Terrence the Tractor All of the Mistakes, which was uploaded on February 10th of 2017. The video duration is 5 minutes and 47 seconds, and the video description includes an indication as to what the video is about, as well as a brief sign-off. And the actual video itself was created by GWR Studios, and I'll have them tagged in the description as well as the video I'm reacting to linked in the description, so if you want to check those sources out for yourself, they will be there. Also in the description, if there's anything in this content that I feel like someone would want to be warned about, I'll mention that there. You can read it if you want, you don't have to obviously. And last but not least, I'll pin a little comment in the comment section with like the different timestamps and segments of this video, so if there's something specific you want to check out, that will be listed there. But I believe that is all of the information-y stuff, so let's actually check out the video itself. Fancy schmancy intro.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's time once again to find some more goofs in
Great.
Thomas and Friends.
That's fun.
Today's episode is Terrence the Tractor.
I've not seen that.
I hope you enjoy it.
I will not enjoy it. On purpose. I'll do the opposite. Just kidding.
Alright, so at the beginning of this episode, we see Thomas puffing down his branch line.
There's
And in the
Terrence.
field, we can see Terrence the Tractor hard at work.
Why does he have to work? Why
Thomas
is the tractor?
Wait a minute. In the last scene, Thomas was pulling Annie and Clarabelle.
Is he
but
not
in the
now?
next scene, they're gone.
He left them.
And then a few seconds later, they're back.
They
Thomas
teleported
has never seen Terrence the Tractor before, so he decides to stop and talk with him.
and judge
Hello,
him.
said the tractor. I'm Terrence. I'm plowing.
Thomas then introduces himself, and he tells Terrence he has ugly wheels.
What ugly wheels
That's
you've
so
got.
rude. Yeah, literally, that's so rude. For
They're
no
not
reason.
ugly.
Terrence explains to Thomas that they aren't wheels, they're caterpillars. That means he can go anywhere.
I don't need rails.
Thomas was really rude to Terrence, and then he puffs slowly away. Time goes by, and winter hits the island of Sodor. But something changed here. Something doesn't look quite the same. Now pay close attention to this hill in the background.
Is
As
it
fall
gone?
transitions to winter, the hill changes in shape.
It grew.
Now here's a side-by-side comparison. As
That's
you can see,
fancy.
there's definitely a difference. Thomas's
Yes.
driver is a little worried about the snow.
A heavy fall is coming. I hope it doesn't stop us.
And here
It's
comes
going
another
to.
goof. In the next scene, Thomas is sliding on the rails.
Oh, he gonna die.
And then right before this scene changes, we can see some studio equipment.
Not really.
Eventually, Thomas
What?
makes it to the station.
It's
But
so
once he comes
small.
to a stop, he sees something he doesn't like. A snow plow. And
That's
here's
tough.
another goof. Thomas is missing from the background. Thomas's
Oh,
driver tells him
snap.
that he needs to put on the snowplow. This makes Thomas upset.
Snow
That's
is
funny.
silly, soft stuff. It won't stop me.
Such
the
a
snowplow was
complainer.
heavy, and it was very uncomfortable for Thomas.
That
Out
is
of
tough.
frustration, Thomas shooked and banged his snowplow, and by the end of the day, it was so damaged that they had to take it off.
Bro
You're
is like a
very
child.
naughty engine, he said to
Yeah.
Thomas.
The
Dude
next
is a
morning, Thomas
baby.
gets ready to pull his train. This is where I spotted another goof. When Thomas goes to couple up to Annie and Clarabelle, we see a troublesome truck on the tracks beside him. But in the
But
very
then it's
next scene,
gone.
a brake van is in front of it. Thomas's driver and
Magic.
fireman worked hard on the snowplow, but they couldn't make it fit. Thomas is delighted. He couldn't stand wearing a snowplow.
I shan't
so
have to
tough.
wear it. I shan't have to wear
He's
it.
literally a
But this made
child.
Annie and Clarabelle
So annoying.
nervous. Now in this next scene, look at Annie and Clarabelle. Both of their nameplates are missing.
They
Thomas's
don't want to be
driver was worried about the
associated with
snow.
Thomas.
It's not bad here, but it's sure to be deep in the valley.
There's the edge of the set. Thomas wasn't a bit concerned about the snow.
Snow can't stop me.
Thomas thought
Yeah,
he
it
was
can.
so clever. He didn't think snow could stop him, but then
It
there
will.
was trouble. Thomas runs right
Aw.
into a snowdrift and gets stuck.
That's
Cinders
tough.
and ashes. I'm stuck.
Thomas's
Uh-huh.
driver tells him to back up, but his wheels just spin and he can't move.
It is
Meanwhile, Annie
horrible.
is smiling. This doesn't make sense. She's supposed to be upset.
Nah,
The
she thinks
conductor
it's
went to
funny.
go get some help, and the rest of the passengers try to dig the snow away. Wait a minute. Do you guys see this? This guy
No.
looks like Sir Topham Hatt, but he's a little skinnier. Did Sir Topham Hatt go on a diet? I'm Sir Topham
Yes.
Hat, and I...
Lost 32 pounds on Nutrisystem.
Anyway,
That's
the passengers
great.
tried to dig the snow away, but it was no use because the snow kept rolling in. Thomas
is tough.
regrets not wearing a snowplow.
What a
He
silly
regrets it.
engine I am.
Fortunately, Birdie the bus comes to pick up the passengers. And then came Terrence the tractor to the
That's
rescue.
scary.
Even though Thomas made fun of Terrence, he still came to help him out. Are you serious right now, Annie? You're smiling when Thomas is stuck in the snow, but then frowning when someone's rescuing you. And since we're on the
I
topic
would wanna
of
see
faces,
Thomas
Terrence
complain.
always has the same facial expression. There's never a moment where he's not smiling. It's actually
Good for
kind of
him.
creepy. So Terrence couples up to Annie and Clarabelle and pulls them out of the way. But look at this. Annie has switched places with Clarabelle.
It
Terrence
happens,
moves Annie
honestly.
and Clarabelle out of the way. And then he goes to help Thomas.
Why?
Thomas's wheels were
Leave
clear,
him there.
but he was still having trouble getting out. Once Terrence
that
was coupled up, he slowly
Powdered
pulled Thomas
sugar,
out of the
by the
snow.
way?
Terrence was then uncoupled, and Thomas was able to move on his own. Okay,
Or is
I
that
have
flour?
a question. How did all that snow on Thomas vanish so quickly? There's no way it melted that
Magic.
fast, and they certainly didn't
Magic.
shuffle it off in that amount of time. This is most definitely a goof. Thomas then couples
It's just
up to Annie and Clarabelle,
coincidence.
and he thanks Terrence for saving him from the snow.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
thank you, Terrence.
Thomas's driver tells him that he needs to be more sensible in the future.
I'll try, said Thomas.
No,
And
you
this marks
won't.
the end of the episode.
Good
Alright
episode.
guys, so those were all the goofs that I found in Terrence the Tractor. I can't believe I never saw some of those goofs before. Now if you saw a
I
goof
would
that
never
I didn't
see
point
them.
out, go ahead and let me know by leaving a comment. Thanks for watching
No.
this video guys, have a great day.
You too, dude. Have a great day. Fancy
Out for the-
schmancy. Look out for the train. Now I feel like I'm at like a lo-fi cafe. Dun dun dun. Fighting goofs. In the top. Okay, ended. I couldn't do it anymore. I'm sorry. Oh well. I personally have never really watched that many of the episodes or seen enough of the material to pick out really any of the things that happened in that video. So I'm glad someone actually pays attention. Which I feel like the people who make episodes like this have enough happening in the foreground of a video or whatever so that hopefully you don't notice the stuff that's being changed in the background. So I'm guessing they hope that people won't nitpick their stuff, but obviously it still happens. Which I guess like if you're just looking at the differences and like goofs in a video for the fun of it, then it's fine. But then if you're nitpicking something and it's like that's all you think about, then that could be a possible problem. But either way, for these kinds of videos, I feel like it's interesting. It kind of reminds me of Cinema Sins, cause like with the counter and everything and having the little noise when he like confirms the goof or whatever, that immediately reminded me of that channel. So that's kind of funny. I don't know if he got inspired by that, but that's like something that I think of. The person who requested this video just said more of this channel's content, so I was trying to find something I wasn't familiar with, and I think I've watched another video from GWR Studios, but it wasn't anything dealing with Terrence, and I never see Terrence in any of like the fan community stuff, so I was like, I want to learn about Terrence. Because I haven't otherwise that I can remember. I'm 100% not surprised that Thomas was annoying in that episode, because I feel like despite the fact that Thomas is in like the forefront of all merchandise and everything for the whole franchise, he's probably one of the more annoying characters. I mean, it depends on what you're seeing him in, but seeing him in that episode, it's kind of funny that that happened to him, at least from my perspective. Maybe I think he kind of deserved it, because he called Terrence's like thingies ugly, which is rude. But once again, I don't think I would have caught half of the stuff that GWR did. Like, some of it was so minuscule and then the complete background that unless you're literally forcing yourself to like take notice of those things, it'd be hard to do otherwise. So props to him for actually catching all that stuff. And there was like 11, 12 or whatever, so not that many. So the fact that he was able to count that many is impressive. But that's essentially the reaction, and once again, I'll have the video linked as well as the channel tagged in the description, so if you want to check out more of their work or watch the actual video, you can do so. But that is it. So thank you very much for watching. Bye!